Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Sneak attack, sneak attack. Hey guys, it's my birthday. It's October 22nd, and it's my birthday. So let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé. No, the other way. Tell All Part 1 and 2. Okay. I didn't take any notes, but let's just jump right into Tell All Part 1. Thank you so much. Oh, do we have the same birthdays? Happy mood? Well, anyways, so for those of you guys who are watching this live, I'm going to just talk about what I saw in the tell all. And then for those of you guys who are not watching this live, just bear with me because this is my birthday video and I'm going to look off to the right. So you're going to have to just handle it. Sorry. Okay. So first of all, let's start off with the major themes of part 1. Thanks everybody in the room for the birthday wishes. It's so weird. I went to work today. I never go to work on my birthday. Okay. So last week's episode, the main themes were the holy disrespect of Corey. I mean, Corey was disrespected. Evelyn completely disrespected him. And now Evelyn seems like for the last 2-3 weeks has been on Instagram, or at least people are now starting to care about her Instagram, just explaining away. I don't know how this person has fans. Now, not to say that I would go to her page and besmirch her or bully her. Did I not already talk about this? Did I already talk about this? I think I might kind of have talked about this. But so that was the big theme. Was how she disrespected Corey and how Raul disrespected Corey and how Corey didn't say anything while the disrespect was happening. And as soon as he gets backstage, all of a sudden he has all the things to say. And it's like, why didn't you say that to her face? You needed to tell her all those things to her face because she was being very disrespectful. So if you guys don't know what happened, thanks for the birthday wishes, you guys. Basically, Evelyn is like, you could find somebody else to be in a relationship if you can't find yourself trusting me. And then, like, isn't wearing her wedding ring or her engagement ring and doesn't want to set the date for their wedding. Then Raul gets on, who is their mutual friend, and Raul talks about how Evelyn is this great, beautiful person, and that as soon as Corey messes up or if they break up, he's going to try to slide right in there. And Evelyn just says, well, I don't feel that way for him, and it's whatever. She doesn't even at all try to correct Raul and say, Raul, you're being rude to my intended, like all this stuff. She just lets it happen. And so obviously she's very disrespectful to Corey. And it's just so sad that he's in love with somebody who doesn't love him the way that he loves them. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay, so then last episode's other major theme was Laura and Aladin, and then we crossed over into this week. Okay, so let's start with Laura and Aladin for this week's tell-all, which came on Monday, the 21st. Okay, so you guys, I feel like everyone in the tell-all is on Laura's side, and I don't have any idea why. I don't understand why they're all ganging up on Aladin, telling him that he's not really in love with Laura because he doesn't want to stay married. Like, oh, that means your love wasn't real. Love is different in every country. He can very well love Laura but also not want to deal with her disrespect of him. He feels disrespected. You cannot tell him that he does not have a right to feel disrespected. If someone feels disrespected in a marriage, they are going and should get out of the marriage, especially if they have communicated to that person how they feel. And he's obviously told Laura how he feels. And Laura obviously finds his feelings constrictive or not judgy, constrictive or restrictive or heavy-handed or whatever. Everyone's talking to Aladin as though Laura has not moved to a conservative Muslim country. They act like his culture is not what it is. Maybe in his culture, if he were to marry somebody and they were to do these things that are considered disrespectful, that he would have a right to get divorced, regardless of love or not. Because I think at the end of the day, if you don't have mutual respect, what is love? And he doesn't feel like Laura respects him. I don't get why everybody was beating up on him. So if you guys in the comment section agree with the cast members and want to explain like what it is that you find, you know what I'm saying? Explain it to me so that I can understand, because I just don't get it. To me, it feels like you're in his country, you're in a conservative country, and you just disappear for 2 hours and you don't tell him. And there's been other instances where you've disrespected him, like on camera, bringing out a vibrator. Like, you can all pretend like this stuff isn't disrespectful, but from a conservative country, it damn well may be considered disrespectful. And maybe it's something he doesn't want in a wife, someone who's going to have to fight with all the time. Like, I'm not saying that she's necessarily wrong, right? Because she has a Western way of being. So if he were a Western man drenched in Western culture, then I can hold him to a different standard once I know exactly what the problem is. But all I can guess is that the problem is that she's just like moving about Qatar and Tunisia like she is an American woman abroad, like she's a tourist. And he's like, no, you are my wife. I should know where you are. You're a foreigner in this country. You're also my wife. Like, maybe culturally he should know where she is. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we can't judge him based on our rules. She married somebody there. She went there and married him. So, what is it? What are you saying? Cast members were just trying to stand out in a bad way, says Amaya. Nyla says her son called it. He says she's seen her go through. Oh my God. Thank you, Nyla, for bringing up Liam. Liam was I mean, whatever Laura has done to Liam in his eyes has got this man to the point where he is laughing at his mother on national TV. You know who also doesn't have any respect? Is Liam. So, I mean, if Liam doesn't have any respect and Aladin is saying Laura doesn't have any respect, isn't that something that might run in their family? This lack of respect? It doesn't make any sense. So Ambient says, Evelyn, just blah, inside out. Corey needs a backbone. Yeah, Furious, and it says, hell, your shoulders being out is offensive to conservative values, but you know that and you would respect that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would. She knew what she was getting into. Liam was high. He may have taken it too far on the tell-all, but we know what she has put him through in his life. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying in general his feelings towards her are wrong, Liam's, to his mother, Laura. I'm saying that the fact that he was on national television laughing at her and then she had to like ask for him to be taken off. Like, and then he's like, I don't like Aladin, not at all. I just don't feel like Aladin's to blame until I know specifically what he's done. Then I can't mention anything. And then she tries to play the, oh, you just wanted me for my money thing. And I think that was all BS too. That is all BS. I don't believe that at all. He went through all of that. He took okay, you guys, he's from a country. He marries a woman who isn't Muslim. She is out in the streets with her shoulders and her ankles out, okay? She told him that she needed a vibrator, right? Let's see, what else? Now, don't get me wrong. There were some times when she was having emotion and Aladin was being like careless, or not careless, but he wasn't being sensitive. And to me, again, that felt very cultural, but maybe it wasn't, right? Maybe it wasn't cultural. He's just an insensitive guy. That's one thing. But I think when it comes to the way she moves about his country is a whole other thing. Like, she has to, I just hated the whole narrative of like, you just want to use me for my money. What? What money? And you know what everybody says? She's 51 and she's retired. And they feel like that's suspect. And I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, people can retire early, right? I knew somebody who worked for like the post office for 15 years and he retired. He started at the post office when he was young. So I feel like he, like, was it even 15 or 14 years? Maybe no. Maybe he worked for the post office for more. But like, think about it. If you started working at the post office in your 20s and like you worked there for 25 years, even if you worked there for 30 years, like you technically could retire at 50. I know it's not the retirement age, but I'm saying I think you could, depending on your state. I think, I don't know. But I know people who've retired from one job and then started another job. So like, I know that it can happen, right? But what money? And then when the money ran out, so why did she lose her pension? Like, I have questions, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even if he was annoyed by that, like, he has a right to be annoyed by that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Chloe says she talked about the jiggy while packing out their wedding meat. Nyla says, I was confused about that too. She claims to support Liam financially, but his dad says otherwise. And you know what's also funny is that when we get to Paul, remind me to talk about Laura when we get to Paul. Because Sean has to call that shit out real quick. When she's like, well, I took care of my son for X amount of time. I think she's looking over at Paul. She's never watched not one episode of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. So she doesn't know that Paul is a grown-ass individual. Okay? A grown-ass individual who married someone who was like 21 from the Amazon basin. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's not a basin, but from alongside the Amazon River. He married somebody who lives 5 days boat ride up or down a river from the next major city 2 years ago. So, like, Paul is not an example to be comparing Liam to. But anyways, oh, thank you so much, Mo-O. Thank you so much, Mo-O. Thank you. Also, yes, she is from Canada. Wasn't he a trainer in Qatar? Yeah, he is the trainer in Qatar. But he was back in Tunisia because he went there for his wedding and such. Anyways, so let's get back to Laura. So I don't believe this narrative that she's a victim and that he only wanted her for the money and that, you know, you just throw away love. And I'm like, you don't throw away love. You throw away this disrespectful ass woman. That's what you're throwing away. Okay, he's not throwing away love. And maybe his idea of love is different than a Western idea of love. Like, I'm going to support Aladin in this moment. I think the cast was doing too much. I think the cast was doing absolutely too much. And I think Laura already ruined it by all of her rhetoric towards him. And she's now, it's confirmed, living in Ecuador, at least in Ecuador for the last week and a half with Evelyn. 2 villains of the season living together, hanging out with Raul, while Corey is here in the States. So, and then the tell-all comes out, so leads me to believe that those 2 are not together. And that sucks because Corey really loves her. Okay, so next couple that we're going to talk to is Jenny and Sumit. Jenny. First of all, I love Jenny's daughter. I think her like name on Instagram is like Blended Boo or Blended Like Boo. I love her. I love the pink eyeshadow. I love the wig. I was feeling it. I was feeling them. They were cute. Her and her partner, Jenny. Her and her wife, Jenny. She married a Jenny. Her mama's name is Jenny. Okay, so Jenny and Sumit. Jenny looked great. I mean, the tan looked good on her. Her lipstick looked even, sort of. And like, I always think that Jenny, I like a Jenny. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a Jenny is 60, but is still putting on the makeup every day. It might be shaky makeup, but still putting on the makeup, still doing the hair, still putting on a cute little, you know, espadrille wedge whenever she can. I'm feeling it. I love that. It gives me hope. Because, girl, I am a jeans and t-shirt gal these days. And I didn't used to be. Something happened. Something's happening. I think I'm going through a phase. Anyway, so I appreciate Jenny. And I also thought Laura looked great, too. And her cute little shoes. Oh, she looked cute. Anyways. So we go to Jenny and Sumit. Basically, Sumit actually got there. His family knew he was talking to Jenny. He's in the middle of separating from his wife, who was threatening all kinds of things. But I guess in the end, she finally was just like, let me get out of this and get into another situation. Again, I didn't like the way the cast was judging their courtship or their love in a way that's like, well, why couldn't you just stand up to your family? 1 or 2, you're not a man. because you didn't do so. Like, here's the deal. I know I did a little bit of man shaming to him, but that's before I realized that he was actually married. Like like I think he shooketh for one of two reasons. And I got a letter from somebody who was Indian, a woman who was telling me how much going against his family means to Submit and the Indian culture. And like, I understand Sumit. I mean, he was sneaky in the end, but I absolutely understand why he did it. I absolutely understand why he lied. I mean, at least to Jenny, if we're going to put it in quotes, because I, hear that she knew that he was married, but she even said that if she had found out he was married, she would have stayed with him anyway. So the fact is that Sumit never got a choice and he was just put into arranged marriage. Like, I think just the American or the Westernness in us sometimes forgets that family is a huge deal. I mean, it's a huge deal, especially because men actually stay in the family home. It's the women who leave, right? So that like male lineage and family, it's a lot. Highland J, it's a lot, right? And so then to judge him with our Western views, to say he should have just done this, or why didn't he just admit this? I think it's just really not taking into consideration his culture. And if his family can just basically put him in an arranged marriage and sign papers and be like, this is what my son's going to do, and he does it, like, if he walks away from his family, he's away from everyone he's ever known. Well, in his family. And like, it'll become a huge deal in the gossip blogs of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just, repercussions. He's a male son, and I don't know if he's the only son. I don't know if he's like the oldest or the middle. Like, any way it goes, it would be a huge embarrassment for his family. It's not just him. So I'm on Sumit's side. I'm on Jenny and Sumit's side, regardless. I mean, I do feel bad for the wife, but again, I'm judging the situation as though she's a Western woman. She was put into an arranged marriage too, and now she gets to leave an arranged marriage with the fault being on the husband. And she doesn't have to be with somebody who doesn't even obviously went for a love marriage. Like, I think that's the first thing that someone who is in an arranged marriage shouldn't be, if they have fallen in love with somebody, because I think arranged marriage is a different thing than love marriages, right? I think you still have love for someone, but I think through thick and thin means something different because they're going to do thick and thin. Right? I think in an arranged marriage, there's already the understanding that you're going to do sickness and health, and you're going to do thick and thin. And I feel like the US, it's like you're going to do those things too, or the Western, you're going to do those things too, but sometimes people don't. And divorce isn't that like shunned anymore. Some people don't. Some people marry for the wrong reasons in the US. So like, I don't know. Marriages last longer in India on average because of the arranged thing. So Happy Moose says, he lied too much, Wah. My theory is that Sumit will come to America because he will say it's unsafe for him. Oh, thank you so much, Billy. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's still my birthday. Yay! And then Estella says he lied for too long. You know what? He didn't lie to me. He didn't lie to me. He lied to Jenny, and she's okay with it. She's a grown woman. Like, she's a grown woman. Her kids are grown. I guess I just have more room. Like, if it were like someone younger with younger kids, maybe I would feel that way. Thank you so much, TRS Cubes. Thank you so much, Amani. It's my birthday. I get what you guys are saying. Don't they have to pay a dowry in India as well? That would also affect. Yeah. I think the woman comes with the dowry. Oh, Michelle. I think Jenny is disgusting. This man is married. Move on. She has already committed adultery and is willing to hang around. You know what? In their defense, he was with Jenny before he was with his wife. Okay. Happy Mood says, oh my God, wow. Yeah, I agree. She doesn't care, but it's sad. I guess she doesn't want to be alone. I mean, yeah, thank you, Consuela. Yeah, but you're absolutely right, Happy Mood. If you're a married woman, I'm not trying to say that his wife's opinion doesn't matter or whatever. I'm just I just think it's so much of a cultural thing that I can only see it from my perspective. But I understand what you guys are saying. I do understand what you guys are saying, especially if she knew he got married. But maybe she feels like she just had she was there first. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. They're a really jacked up version of Romeo and Juliet, says Cheyenne. Yeah. I don't know. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks guys for the birthday wishes. Thank you, B. All right. So let's move on to Tiffany and Ronald. I first of all loved that Ronald had Tiffany's back when Tiffany was going in on Aladin. Ronald was like, "Yeah, baby, get him." But I still didn't like the fact. I love the fact that he was supporting her, you know. But I hated the fact they were ganging up on Aladin. So they tried to come. I feel like Corey is trying to come for Ronald, and I don't understand why. Who else tried to come for Ronald? In all the cast that were in the room, they were just like, "Yeah, she deserves better." And I'm just like, you guys, Ronald is trying. I mean, not for one moment did I ever think that Ronald, like, I guess I was always rooting for them. I felt she was silly for getting married to him and getting pregnant, but like, not because I didn't believe that they loved each other. I just don't know. I don't know. Chloe says Tiffany and Ronald annoyed me so much. TRSQs were talking about 90 Day Fiancé the other way, the tell-all. All right, other people. I liked nothing that Tiffany said about Aladin. She was so extra. I mean, I felt she was extra too. Don't get me wrong. I didn't like what she was saying to him. I just liked the fact that Ronald was supporting her. Yeah, I thought she was like, "Where's the love? Come on, man." And I was just like, if he don't want to be with a disrespectful ass woman, he don't need to be with a disrespectful ass woman. Because if it was the other way around, if it was a woman who felt that way, we would be like, "Yeah, girl, if he disrespects you, bounce." Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. I feel like Ronald is trying, and I just think that whole, like, I don't know, he did some crazy stuff, but like, he stole his mom's refrigerator, yeah, but the past is the past, as he would say, Daniel, when Daniel came out, oh, when her mom came out, I was like, oh my God, Tiffany has such a high chance of having a blue-eyed baby because her mother is like blue eyes, and Ronald is blue eyes. I wonder if baby Carly has blue eyes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is the B, little B? What is that chart you do? She has a high probability because she has it. I don't know what's happening here. Ronald is fine AF. Yeah, Chris thinks he's fine too. I think it's cute. Nice. But I love Tiffany. I think Tiffany is like great. I think the way she stood up for herself, I think that I feel like her mom sitting next to her, I would have been proud of my daughter if I were her mom. The way that Tiffany stood up for herself in South Africa when he went off on her. And I just love her. I think that she's the right type of person for him. I feel like if he can't make it work with her, then he doesn't want to be in a relationship. He doesn't deserve it. I think that Tiffany is like one of those ladies that I'm just like, yeah, I want to be your friend. I want to be her friend. Like, I want to be her friend. And I just know that she's in love with this person. And so she's making the commitment to do it. And I know that a lot of people judged her because of Daniel, but I feel like if anything, Daniel is a testament to what a good mom she is. And I think that regardless of the circumstances, that like Daniel will be okay, and she's going to look out for him. And I love the way Daniel said, like, when Sean asked him the hard question of like, what if your dad can't move to the US? What would you think? And he was like, then I wouldn't like it, but I'd go move it to South Africa. And I'm just like, I love it. I love the way he loves his baby sister. I mean, I just think that like Tiffany and her mom are good peoples. Like, they obviously are good peoples. And I think that Ronald can do well by joining this family and like being a better person. I mean, he still has time to grow. I don't know how old he is, but he still has time to grow and be better, All right. I think they can work. She just needs to stop throwing his addiction in his face and they'll be okay. It probably hurts him real bad. You know what? Is it Cheyenne? It looks like Cheyenne. I don't think it's throwing the addiction in his face. I think it's sharing her feelings about taking a chance on him. And I think that her talking through it and her being honest with herself and being honest with him is only going to help him. Not him necessarily, but help her get through this. And if he can't handle hearing her say, you know what, I'm not going to trust you for a while, then I don't think he deserves her. Like I said, I really think that, like, you have to. I mean, somebody who is a recovering addict, like, not necessarily need to throw it in their face. I don't think she's throwing it in his face. I think she's just proving her point, like speaking her mind and saying how she feels. Ronald is 29. Tiffany gives me bad vibes, she says, and acts way too perfect. And Tiffany's 27. Wow. I don't think that. It also seems like he needs to be reminded sometimes, like the scene of him yelling in the car. Yeah, I do think so. I do think that in order for his recovery to move forward, he was taught what you did that was in the past. And I don't necessarily know that. I know that there are some people who are recovering addicts and have to live like a dual thing, where in their spirit, they go, you know what, that was in the past. I'm a different person. I'm going to make different choices. And then there's still the atoning part of it, where at some point, especially this early on in your sobriety, you do have to confront the fact that you behaved in a certain way a couple years ago, right? But I do think that there's a point that you get away from the addiction when then it's like, okay, this has been my track record from here on out, and this is what I've done, and you need to give me an inch. You know, you need to lessen the slack. And I don't think they're in that place yet of it. I don't think that he's far enough away from the last rehabs, you know, time wise, for him to demand that no one talk about the past. That's just me, though. Blonde Bay says, it's tough. I have a partner who's struggling with addiction. I try not to ever do that. And at this point, I rarely do it. He is 2 years sober. However, I let him know if I'm having feelings or lack of trust. Yeah, and I don't know that Ronald is 2 years. He might be, but I still think that, like, his addiction is harder because you have to deal with money all the time, right? There's always that temptation of having the money in your grasp. It's kind of like an eating addiction or like, you know, an addiction of something that is a natural thing that you do. Okay, imagine kleptomaniacs. Like, they usually can't go into stores for a while because the temptation is just too much. Happy mood. It seems Tiffany attracts abusers. I don't know why. Ronald seems abusive and she's 50-50 in it as well. See, I don't think he's abusive. Yeah, I really do like it. I do like them. Let's see. What else happened in this episode? Ooh, we're 28 minutes in. Oh, Jessie Lee, thank you so much. Oh, thank you for my birthday super chat. I'm having such brain farts right now. I don't know why I can't say words. Sometimes that happens to me. Does that happen to you guys where you see a word? I don't know. I'm visual. And so a lot of times when I'm talking, I see the words as I'm going to say them. And sometimes I see the word and I just forget how to say it. And I'm just like, I see the S and I'm like, my brain stops. Also, there's a, is written like in cursive. Okay. There is a word for what I have. I visualize things and I didn't realize that people didn't. Like the calendar or like the year, when I see it, I have a visual of it. It's like a racetrack. And I don't know how to explain it to you. It's like a racetrack. It's shaped as a crazy racetrack. Not even like equal on all sides. And October is just like huge. The physical space it takes up on the track is huge. And it's black and the letters are sparkly orange. I fucking love October. And I don't know if it's because it's my birthday month. I love everything else that happens in October. I love the way the weather changes in New York City. I love the way the weather changes here. I love the way the weather changes in October. I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday, hands down by far. I love it so much that I take off Halloween every year because I can't stand being at work. Anyways, so that's a little bit about me. October's very own. Oh. My daughter's birthday is, well, happy belated birthday to your daughter. Okay. I think all of them are crazy for doing the tell-all. It is full of produced gotcha moments. I think, yeah. I mean, it really is. That whole green room vibe. This is what the cast is really thinking. Remember when they used to sit everybody out on the couch and ask the cast the questions? That's when we got the best arguments. But now they have the cast in the back and you have them on a little screen. It's just like, oh, come on, bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Okay, let's talk about Paul and his mama real quick. So Paul is going to be 37 years old. Oh, my God. Wait, when was the tell-all filmed? Earlier this year. Oh, my God. You guys. Paul and I are the exact same age. We're born in the same year. Yeah. Anyways, that's crazy. Paul is still living off his mama, and the husband said that she needs to cut him off ASAP. ASAP. Okay? So he's going to get cut off. And then it's like everyone is basically coming for Karine. She's not even there. First of all, why? But like, she's not even there. And everyone's like, oh, how do you think of Karine talking to other guys? And I'm just like, he's like, it's hurtful. And she doesn't understand the way I communicate. And I'm like, yeah, because you probably don't communicate like a normal person. I feel like Paul gets angry and like frustrated and like doesn't know. I feel like that's why he's still like on the teat. And he can't hold down a stable job. Is because he is like having some kind of like mental issue that he needs to manage. I don't know if it's like anxiety or like, I don't know. I imagine Paul like not being one of those people who know how to effectively communicate and just lashing out. Like, and she didn't know she was getting with somebody like that. So if she's taking money from other people because he isn't paying bills because his mama couldn't send him money, like, you guys, he's been in Brazil for how long and he doesn't speak the language? You actually live there, bro. You interact with people all the time and you don't speak the language more than you do. He should be able to at least speak in the present tense. He should be able to at least speak in the present tense. Like, he doesn't. Anyways, so there's that. Oh God, when his mom came out and then Laura tried to make connection. And it's like, well, I take care. I'm like, Laura, sit down. You barely took care of your son for how long? Until he was 18. He's 22 now. 18, 19, 21, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 4 years out of being a teenager. Well, I took care of my son. Yeah, a lot of people take care of their kids until they're 25 or 26, depending on how late you got in life or depending on how your relationship with your parents. There's a lot of parents who take care of their kids, especially if they're in college. So weird. All right, what are you guys saying? That's how I speak Spanish, all in the present tense. It's so funny. It's the easiest way to speak it. As soon as it gets in like the past tense or supposedly, oh my God, I'm like, what? What is it called? Like perfect present? I don't know, girl. I was like, my mind was blown away in Spanish. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Paul didn't know his parents changed the locks. Oh my God, yeah. Hi, Jude. Oh my God, the locks got changed. His dad said that he can never, ever move back to the house. They locked him out. They're his. That's his. They only have one kid, and it's Paul. They changed the locks. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy they changed those locks. All right, Ji-hoon and Deavan. Ji-hoon should not have told Deavan that his mama doesn't like her because his mama was doing what she needed to do for the cameras. I had no idea she didn't like her. And all of a sudden she doesn't like her. And then she's moving back. Where are they going to live? Oh my god. Ji-hoon is like, speaking of lies, you guys, Ji-hoon has lied to Deavan way too much. I don't know how she's so patient with him. I would be livid. Livid. Like he's lied to her about having the stuff. So she was in Korea, told him that he needed to get a place for them to live. He didn't tell her that he was in debt and all of the situation. She didn't find that there until she went to Korea. Then she's like, that's it, no more secrets. He says, that's it, no more secrets, right? Then they get married. It's cute. He still doesn't have his shit together. He still isn't able to get them an apartment. And so she decides, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to move. She goes back to the US. She's already left Drusilla for a month. You know, she doesn't want to leave her baby girl for more than that. And she says to Ji-hoon, we'll come back when you get your shit together. So then he tells her he has his shit together. He tells her, it's good. I got the apartment. And she's like, okay. So she bought tickets to go back and move with Drusilla. And she finds out that he doesn't have his own apartment still after she's already bought the tickets to go back to Korea. If that's true, like that's bananas. And if it's not true, like stop wasting our time with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds so crazy. It sounds so crazy. I don't know. I would have been like, yeah, take pictures. No, go inside the apartment and twirl around and take pictures. Like, what are you guys talking about over here? 433. Oh my god, there's 433 people in the room right now. 75 likes. Can we get some thumbs up? Thumbs up. All right. Laura got off the plane in a mood. Paul and Ji-hoon are long distance relationship nightmares. Oh my god, Raquel's butterflies. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Why didn't Deavan and Ji-hoon take pics? Yes, why? You said it. Like, Jesus, I would have been like, I don't, like, show me your second pay stub. I don't know. I don't know. But I think it's just so weird that she bought the tickets and now she's going to go back. I don't believe that. And then to find out that his mom doesn't like her. And everyone's like judging the mom because she says she wanted like a cute Korean girl to be with. Like, I don't even know if the word cute translated correctly. I mean, maybe it did mean it, but I feel like when I was in Japan, cute was written on everything. That I think that like that sometimes the word cute, it doesn't mean exactly what we think of it as, just like a cute girl. I think it holds more weight. And so maybe it's not like, oh, like Devan's not cute. I think it has something to do with being like, I don't know why. That's what it makes me think of. Like a girl who can speak your same language, who's like cool and kind of hip, but like down home. I don't know. Like I'm just thinking of like a little, you know, Ji-hoon's mom is like little too. I don't know. Maybe Deavan seems like this long, gangly individual in her house. Ji-hoon shouldn't have told her that the mom didn't like it because she wouldn't have known. She said she wanted a daughter-in-law to be cute with her, but Deavan is kind of not really friendly to her. Oh, cute with her. Okay. But even so, the cast, I don't know. I feel like the cast is just like judging all of the foreigners way too harshly, except for Evelyn. And like, I think that Deavan just needed to probably be more talkative and like asking for help and like sitting next to her. I mean, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know what Deavan does when she's over there. I don't know if she's her same sort of awkward self. Who knows? Maybe she wants to be around somebody who smiles a lot. Smiling is contagious. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that Ji-hoon shouldn't have said anything. Ji-hoon should have just told Deavan what she needed to do to make things better. Deavan needs to understand that she can make more money in Korea than Ji-hoon. She can teach English and model. Oh. That'd be great. Can't really blame the mom either way. Everyone should love their daughter-in-law that speaks the same language. Everyone would love love a daughter-in-law that speaks the same language. Oh no, I'm not saying anything's wrong with the mom. I think she's fine to have the feelings that she has, but I think that Ji-hoon needs to teach Deavan what to do to get on her better side. Isn't that so weird? Like sometimes I know, like I always think like me and my brother used to coach my friends before they would come to our house to tell them like what the expectation is. And so that is what I expect these partners to do. If I'm with somebody and their mother doesn't like me, I need them to tell me what I need to do to get that person to like me. I need them to like give me a game plan and say like, this is how we're going to manage this. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like sometimes these partners don't do that. They don't say like, this is what you need to do. And don't get me wrong. I know that there are a lot of people out there who don't believe in compromise and who feel like if the other person's if my in-laws don't like me, then that's on them. I just know from experience that it's better to have your in-laws like you, even if it hurts to give them what they want. Unless it's like, years and years and years of abuse, obviously, no. But I'm saying like the first couple of years, you got to try. At least I would, because I know what it's like to have it be good and have it not be good. Not from personal experience, but just watching it like in my family. And it just works better if they like you. And even if they're just monsters, like you just always have the upper hand. So at least your spouse can defend you to them. I mean, that was always important, is being able to be like, look, my wife or my whatever really, really tried to please you and it wasn't good enough. I wouldn't want my brother to do that. I would want him to say like, be nice to my wife and like all that stuff. And like, I don't know, Oh, my email. Thank you. You can email me. I don't know what's happening. Amani, truth, you are able to bridge understanding between your family and your partner. These people just let their partners fumble and it's cringe. Yeah. Happy Mood says he's respectful and shows willing to learn. I don't know what you're talking about. Happy Mood, he's respectful and willing to learn. Affairs are only for whores. Deavan, get out of here. So the men are whores too? Think about what you said. I want you to think about that comment. Exactly why, especially when there are children involved. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten some pretty heated arguments with people who are actually married and hate their in-laws and like try to read me about it. But I still feel like you should do what you have to do, and that your partner should absolutely help you do that to bridge that gap, because it just makes everything fucking easier. Like, who has time? Who has time to be upset? Now, unless the family is genuinely abusing you and really like making you feel like shit every time you see them, even though you're trying and you've been trying for 5 years, like, girl, I know there's a cap. You don't have to do it for that long. My father-in-law is racist and I tried for years and eventually my husband just cut him off. There you go. But at least you tried. Consuelo says, I can understand Deavan being emotional when she met them, though. She was pregnant. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And it was a lot. And I judged her, and that's my bad. Jerry, I love my son-in-law even when I didn't. I pretended I did. Jerry, you're good. Because there are a lot of mothers who are like, I don't have to do shit. Chris is here? Oh, Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Chris is here. She made it. Thank you for my birthday wishes. It's still my birthday. Now, by this logic, Angela should let Michael step out and have that baby. I think Angela should let Michael step out and have that baby. Yes. There's family lineage you got to think about. Would I do it? If I really was in love with the person, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I don't think that everybody who's married is in love with the person. And I think that I would be hurt, but if I couldn't have children, I would let it happen. But I would be hurt. Especially if I couldn't just raise the child. Like, I think what would make me feel better is if the woman let us have the baby. That's what made me feel better. But I know that wouldn't happen. Happy Moon says my Arab mom wasn't for my brother-in-law because he was American, but we love him because my sister taught him about the culture, and he showed that he wanted to learn and respect. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Thank you, Dazzle. Thank you for my birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Kristen's probably already left. She always just like dips in for 5 seconds and then she like dips out. I've tried pleasing my in-laws for so many years and they still mistreated me, so I got fed up now and make them respect me, and I keep my distance. Yeah, Raquel. Oh, hello. I agree. Like, if you tried for years, but you know, a lot of these couples in this show have not been trying for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been trying for months. Thank you, Lucy. Jasmine says, I did not think Michael's mom ever asked him to step out on Laura. I think she asked him to leave him entirely. I don't think Michael's mom. Oh, you mean Angela? I think she asked to leave. I think she asked him to leave him entirely. Thank you, guys. Lizzo was good. Oh yeah, for those of you guys who are not watching this live, you can go ahead and go. Like, at this point, you know, I'm in the comment section 100%. Sorry. Thank you for a virtual cake. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the birthday wishes. All right, you guys. So what other couple are we talking about? I love your lives. The tell-all was disappointing. I thought the tell-all was good for first season of The Other Way. I thought it was good. I think there's a lot of like misinformation out there, and I think all the drama that happened in the background of The Other Way was just enough to not take it overboard. Like, because of season 6 of 90 Day Fiancé, I'm scarred with how crazy it can get. And I think the fact that there's 2 90 Day Fiancés going on at the same time, like, it's only great for the franchise, and everyone loved The Other Way. And so, you know, like, I thought it was good. Was it the best? You know, no. I've seen better. I've heard that there were better. Chris says that season 2 of 90 Day Fiancé was the best tell-all of her life. So it happens. It can be good. But I'm excited for the new season, guys. Should I do like am I going to have time? I got to figure it out. I want to do like meet the couples type situation and like first impressions and just brainstorm about what I think this couple is going to go through. That'd be so fun. I'm excited for that. And I know there is going to be a season 2 of The Other Way. I've heard that. And before the 90 days is over, there's only 2 more episodes left. And the tell-all looks crazy. I mean, Lynn J, thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to my daughter, Kalia. Happy birthday to you, Wa, and everyone born in this month. Shout out to my daughter, Kalia. Oh, well, tell your daughter, Kalia, I said happy birthday. 12. Oh, great. That's a great age. And then she's going to be 13. It's out of it. It's the last year of the non-teens, you know? It's the last year. Thank you. I wonder if this was filmed before Laura went to hang out in Ecuador. Yeah, it was, Jude. It was filmed before then. This was filmed probably in a couple weeks after the season started. I think this was filmed in like August. When did the season start? Also, here's a way you can know. They're in New York City, right? It gets cold in New York. It's cold in New York City in October, okay? And all those people jumped out of that car, and they did not have any kind of sweaters on. There was like one person with a little light sweater, and there was a little bit of a breeze. So that means that it was still in the summer, not the deep, deep summer. So this was like August, just based on the weather in New York City. This was August or September it happened in. Probably because of that wind, It was probably around September, the early part or mid-September. Greetings from the UK. Thank you so much. Welcome. Oh, there are 555 people in this room and only 125 likes. Come on, you guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me sing the song. Chris, sing it with me. Ready? Oh my God, thank you, Tamika. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, you guys are showing me all the birthday love. I love it. Thank you. Okay, Chris, ready? She's going to sing it from where she's at. And you're just going to have to envision her singing it next to me. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. I said thumbs, 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 thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. And then there's going to be a run. She's doing it right now. Wah. Can you see my comments? Says Candace. Yes, Candace, for now. There's a lot of thumbs up in the comment section. Thank you, guys. Ooh, look at all these thumbs up. We got it to 139 thumbs up. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I just picture her doing the end. She did it for you guys. Oh, that's what it was. I did do it. Great. Chris and I had the greatest weekend. I went to her house on Friday night, and then I think we just chilled, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh no, she came back. She came back from a pumpkin spice smelling tan, and then a show. So she went to a movie to see a show. And I made fun of her because she was wearing a onesie to see, not a movie. She went to see a theater show. So I made fun of her because she was in a onesie. And then she explained to me what getting a spray tan is. And so I listened with open ears. And then we went live on her channel and talked about something, girl, I don't remember. And then the next morning, I went to get my nails done, which I had to take nail polish off. I went to get my nails done because they were old and I needed to get them done. And I got bitten no less than 4 times by a mosquito. Oh no, 5, once on my ankle, by a mosquito while walking down Melrose Boulevard at 9:45 a.m. Who knew? Okay, I wasn't by a body of water. There was no puddles. It hasn't rained in LA. I don't know how it happened. But just mosquito bites. So anytime you see me scratching, it's the mosquito bites that I got right here and on an ankle. Okay. And then we went to this fancy polo party in the Beverly Hills Hotel, the iconic Beverly Hills Hotel. And Chris had I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. She said, wear white pants. And then she has riding boots. So I wore these riding boots that look like I ride a horse. And then I got there and there was a polo given to me. A polo shirt, you play polo. Okay. And then so I milled around this party as though I was a polo player. I wasn't. And people were asking me if I played polo. And I had to be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm just filling in for one of the polo players who couldn't make it. And other people were just like, oh my God, you look great. And I was like, thank you. So I'm walking around. There's like a production crew there. There's like things going on that I'm not aware of. And Chris is like all of a sudden hosting a show. I didn't know she was filming. I didn't know she was hosting anything. And it was just like, she went on. So I got a bunch of behind the scenes being like, hi, I'm Chris Farah. La, 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 la. American Association polo kick the ball with the horse jumping. And I'm just like, why am I here? But no, I knew I was there, but it was just like so funny. And so I was talking to a bunch of older people because everybody's interested in polo is older, right? So talking to a bunch of just older women who were so so excited for me to be there. I was the only Black person there. And they were so excited about it. they just came over to talk to me about everything. And then, of course, Chris's family was there. So I was I was talking to family again, trying to figure out like who's who and like who's a real uncle and who's just like an old family friend uncle, that kind of thing. Ha ha ha, wah, kick the ball. And so anyways, yeah, we're doing that. And then that happens from 1 to 4. We have a great meal at the Beverly Hills Hotel. And then we do like a little fashion shoot in the hallway. And I'm the worst at taking pictures. And then we go back to her house. We rest for a bit. And then we go to a hookah bar. And we have mint tea. And there's a hookah. And we smoke hookah. And then there's a secret bar. There's like a speakeasy in the back of this hookah joint that's through a bookcase. Chris loved every moment of it. She was so excited for it. And the speakeasy was so small. It looked like the kind of venue where you would have like 20 of your closest friends like at a bar and just go like to a place. Like that's what it looked like. It's like it couldn't fit any more than 20 people. I mean, more than that, obviously, but like 40. I mean, listen, I would have been real comfortable at 30, And then there's an escape room that we wanted to do. And the whole time, Chris didn't think I was serious about anything. So I'm like, you want to do that? And she's like, are you trolling me? And I'm like, no, I'm asking if you want to do it. And she's like, wait, do you want to do it? I was like, I don't understand what's happening. We both were just not understanding each other that day. We got ice cream and then we went back to her house and hung out. And then Sunday, I honestly do not know what we did on Sunday. It feels like I can't tell you what we did. There are 613 people in this room listening to me talk about my weekend. You're welcome. So I don't know what we did on Sunday. And then on Monday, we went to see Lizzo. I mean, we ran errands during the day. We went to see Lizzo. I spent that and she convinced me to stay the last night. I was going to go home, but I didn't. Stayed there till Monday. And then after Lizzo, I drove home. I'm always so grateful. Like when I leave, I'm always like, yes, I'm leaving. And then when I get back, I'm like, oh, my bad. Okay. Anyways, that's what happened on Sunday. Oh my God, sounds like Prohibition era Chicago. What a great time. Yeah. I didn't say Monday night. I watched Chris bully Monique though. That was fun. Oh yeah, make a room for that's the escape room you won. Getting out of Chris's house. What I have to do is when she's distracted with other people, I just sneak out. That's literally what happened. I was like, oh, I'm going home when we get back to the house. Hi, Seda. And then we get back there and I literally immediately packed up everything. And I was like, bye. And she just like came out of her kitchen screaming. And I was looking at her and I was just like, she's like, fine. Fine. As though as though I didn't spend the last 72 hours with her. Fine. I'm like, you have 2 people. You have 2 people spending the night right now. She's like, oh, everybody's spending the night. Yeah. I deserved a goodbye. You did deserve a goodbye, but I did say bye. You did deserve a goodbye. Okay. I think that's it, you guys. That was my birthday weekend. And tonight I'm spending my last couple hours of my birthday with you. And I totally appreciate it. And I appreciate 636 of y'all that are in this room right now. Yes, Chris is an only child. I heard Ji-hoon was being kidnapped by a family member. Happy Mood, did you just make that up? Where did that come from? She got reduced to half pension. She said it wouldn't tell. Oh, you guys are still full on talking about the show. I heard Deavan was being kidnapped by a family member. What? Thank you, Raquel's butterflies. Is Quasimodo here? Oh. Maybe she stopped paying. How did you guys meet? Why, Chris? We met at an audition. We were auditioning for colored girls who've tasted the rainbow. No, who've considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. And we walked in. Oh, thanks for the birthday wishes. I mean, we literally, we're going to continue telling it, Chris. Continue. In an audition, like 2006, I walked in and I was like, oh, she's going to be my friend. Look at her bangles. She was like, ching, 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 ching. And I was like, oh, who is this person? She's not white, you know. And then she told me she was Lebanese, and I was like, you're the first. Everybody else that I went to that was Middle Eastern that I went to high school with were from Jordan, I believe they said they were, or like Saudi Arabia. No one's from Lebanon. And she's Christian. I didn't know there was a thing. I didn't know there was such a thing. I was like, wait, so what? You're Catholic? Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Middle Eastern Catholicism. And then she's like, there's different nuances of Middle Eastern Catholicism. She's the most conservative of the Middle Eastern Catholics. So intense. What will your costume be for Halloween? I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. I'll probably just end up painting my face. Maybe I'll do like a sexy green witch. Melkite versus Maronite. I'm looking forward to a couple of the thickest language barriers for the next season. Then Coptic, Orthodox, and different types. Like, look at all these things. There's different levels to it. Thank you. I do have a birthday glow. I appreciate it. I saw Chris in an old clip of Chelsea lately. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris is in Chelsea lately. She did an episode, 2 episodes of Chelsea lately. I watched them when they happened. She told good jokes. Oh, you guys saw her clips. That's cute. Research of foreign lands, customs, and marriage should be done. I am married to an Egyptian, did my research, happily married now for over 6 years. Yes. Yes. Happy for you. Love. Thank you, Len J, for loving my hair. Oh, we're at 1 hour and 2 minutes. Okay. Since it's 11:27 and all of my parents are asleep, I should go. Thank you. I should go because I'm, talking loudly late at night. Oh my God, happy mood. It's 2:30 a.m. there. Girl, thank you so much for being awake. Thank you so much for watching it. Have a good night, happy mood. All right, you guys, to the 600. And I just want to sit here because maybe I can get to 700 people clicking on my video that says 90 Day Fiancé Tell All. You guys got to watch the first 30 minutes of this video to get that tell all. Oh my God, thank you so much, Jude. Oh my God, you guys are all in places where it's 2:30 a.m. Oh, I woke up at 11 because I fell asleep with my baby. Oh, okay, happy mood. Okay, at least. Oh, your baby, so cute. Lynn J, we're all on the West Coast. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. You guys are amazing. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go to sleep. I want to thank you all so much that are on the East Coast, that are in Europe, that are in Australia, Brazil. I saw some people come in from those places, and I want to thank you guys so much for giving me your time and listening to me dribble on. You made my birthday end really well. I have 30 more minutes of it. Who knows what I might do in that 30 minutes. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my 90 Day Fiancé family. All right. I'm going to go. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye.